16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counted.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's the Raiders punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up. Set. Wait.
Here's Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. Jameis to throw it. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
For the Buccaneers field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at the 40.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on, come get. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now Carr. And this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Right now, 185.
That's an egg shot.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Underneath here to Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line.
Sunday, down. 180.
I got one.
That's it.
The first carry now. This is Hill. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
29.
45 to Mike. 45.
Low. Shit. Watch the shit.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch twits. Watch twits.
Now Carr. Complete to Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 15-yard line.
21 yards. And the Raider first down.
Down. 280.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Check.
280.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
From the contact. It's now 2nd down and 20.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw, it's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
45.
Hey, exit.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Gus Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Green, triple team.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, watch the delay.
Jameis now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it with Jones. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the red zone now, Winston. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. On second down, it's Hill. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At their 48-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
45, 45, 45, Mike. 694. Come on now. Watch the safety creep. Slam, slam, slam. Raider 1.
Here's Carr. This complete to Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Come on, fellas.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during a night. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Down. New lady. Coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Carr now on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Throwing now is Carr. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. McCrane able to knock this one through, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel good.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. And the sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
Rip left, rip left. Go Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, G. Easy. Hey, 50, Mike 50. Coming to you, coming to go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Right down. 185.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, Raider 2.
Check. 59. Come on, boy.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Jones has it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time it's a sack. Come on, fellas.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready? Flag, what do you got? 50, Mike, 50. Hey, stop. Green, triple team. I'm coming after you. Check. Come on. Sunday. Kill. Easy.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Ready. Blue lady. Easy. Watch the slant. Mike's 50. Flip it. Get your swarm on. Short. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Your track.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. This is caught inside the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We're good.
Again, it's Edwards. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Ready. Black 25.
They gonna need some therapy.
Wait. Check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Evans. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 15.
Running right, Jones. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Let's go.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Gay is on for the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 2nd down, Hill, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's it, baby.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 3-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. And we got to get hustle. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Back near his own goal line. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
This is fielded at the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And what's that? And what's the ball?
Mike, check.
Five.
Now Carr. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They run with Edwards. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. And we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. From the 44, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Carr now on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Check. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Again, it's Carr. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Oakland.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Raiders 19.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Logan. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers throwing a quick slant or something like that.
It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Buccaneers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash.